In the last 2.5 years, over $600 million in tracked funded payouts has been tracked, and I myself have been able to extract over $600,000. Now in this video, I'm going to teach you some of the main things that you need to learn about trading on prop firms and what's actually holding you back from getting that payout, as it's a lot simpler than you think, but this is where a lot of people go wrong. Now if you don't know who I am already, my name is Gunter. I've been trading for the last 4 years of my life. I've got multiple businesses. I'm an online entrepreneur, but a day trader is what got me here, and I have capitalized on it massively. And I've set up companies such as Compound, the Execution Room, my mentoring program, and many different other little side hustles along the way, all from trading. But in this video, again, I'm going to teach you the main thing that's probably holding you back from getting your payouts when it comes to funded, because around 80% of people do not get a funded payout. And the funny thing is, the same wiring which causes them to not get it is attached to everyone. It is all the same thing. So here we go, let's go into it. Now starting off, it is the fear of drawdown. The fear of drawdown is probably one of the main killers, and the reason being is because you hesitate and you close your positions too early. When we are trading, we have a setup. We should stay disciplined. We have a strategy, which has probably got you to where you are. But when it comes to trading on prop firms, the main thing that people do is completely disregard this. They start to trade in times where they're not supposed to. They start to close positions early. They start to move their stop loss. You start to do things that you know you should never do. And this is one of the main killers, because it makes you completely scrap your strategy and just worry about your P&L, completely obsessed with the fact that your P&L is a thing. And the drawdown is a complete put off. Now, for the people that don't know about prop firms, you have targets to hit. In your evolution phases, you have targets such as making 8% or 10% to be able to pass that account. Now, coming on to my second point, over trading to hit targets. When you have a prop firm account, you have an evaluation phase. This means you need to hit certain targets such as 8% or 10% to be able to pass that account. But what causes people to overtrade is the fact that they want to rush this. They want to be able to get in and get out of position super fast, skip the evaluation phase and get straight to the funded account. But just because there is targets, a lot of funded accounts don't have a time limit. This means that you can take your time, prove to yourself that you are a trader, prove to the prop firm that you are a trader. Because remember, prop firms don't want bad traders. The whole point of our evaluation phase is to get the best traders on board. So if you're sat there rushing positions, because if you're getting in mid setups just to get in a setup to be able to pass it, trust me, you'll be punished. You need to stick to the strategy, know that that's there for a reason, and just trust the fact that you are a good enough trader to be able to do it. Now, a lot of people have probably fallen victim to number 3. Changing strategy whilst in the middle of the challenge. People get to a position where they're starting to see progress, right? And all of a sudden, the human nature for some people is to completely self-destruct, self-sabotage. You have a strategy, it's worked, but it might not have worked in the way which is seamless to what you like. So for some reason, you start to change the strategy. You might change your levels with your fib. You might change, I don't know, your key areas. And all of a sudden, everything starts to go wrong. And the reason it goes wrong is because that isn't your strategy. For some reason, you're halfway through the challenge, you're excited, and you think, I'm going to change. And you know that you do it because you'll be watching this video wanting to learn how to get better. It's simple. Stick to what you learn. The basics of this challenge, someone that has made over $500,000 from prop firm, is I didn't change. I became completely disattached to the fact that if I blow an account, it means I'm bad. You need to stop babying your accounts. Their accounts are there to be blown. Like, let's be honest, they're gonna get blown. If it blows, get another one. And if money's a difficulty, then just save. The minute you become tibby with these accounts is when everything decides to go wrong. And trust me, it will go wrong. Number 4, risk management. You're so close to passing the account. You're so close. You need to make 2%. You decide to up the lot size because you get cocky. I have seen it so many times. You decide that you're that close that all of a sudden the risk management goes out the window. The amount of people I've seen inside of my community who are new that just for some reason decide to do this blows my mind. And don't worry, for people that have been with me for like 3 years, they crumble to the pressure. The pressure gets to them. They can see the account at the end and they're like, this is it. This is it. And all of a sudden, they up their lot size. Do not put your risk management out of the window. Stick to the same lot size throughout. Now, moving on to number 5, impatience. Now, again, like I said, some accounts don't have a time limit, but some do. And when they do have a time limit, you get impatient, you rush, you up your lot size, you do this, you do that, you take positions just to take positions. It's all the same thing. You cannot rush greatness, you know. If that account takes you 30 days to pass it, do it. You know, I've got mates that pass challenges and he has payouts every single time. Every 2 weeks they get a good payout. Ellis, he smashes it, right? But when he first had an account, I remember in January, it took him a month to pass it. But the minute he passed it, he's never failed it. It doesn't matter. It does not matter how long it takes you to get that account. If you have 30 days and it takes you over 30 days and you lose the account, so be it. Do not rush to pass it. Now, before I move on to number 6, you would have heard me say that I have a coaching company called the Execution Room. We have now hit over 350 students inside of the plan. Now, I have a free educational group with over 5,000 where they first join as beginners, then become good, and then come into the Execution Room. The Execution Room is basically where I teach my exact strategy. The exact strategy that I have used to be able to get over $600,000 in payouts. Now, this is a liquidity inducement strategy with my own twist. Now, my own coach who taught me back 4 years ago when I first started is also inside of the community. Now, I designed a community and decided to bring him on because people want to be taught by me. But if they can be taught by me with the mindset side of things and how to become emotionally detached and all of that side, but also with the coach who taught me, it is completely overpowered. And that's why I decided to make it. And this is the same strategy that's brought me over $600,000 on a funded account. We aren't even talking live account. And I also work with a prop firm called Aquafunded. Now, I work with Aquafunded on a basis where I bring the best prop firm service to you. Now, I decided to make something called the Gold Vault. Now, the Gold Vault, hence the name, is a place for gold traders because out there is not a single prop firm that just wants to work with gold traders. Now, about 85% of prop firm traders are gold traders, but there's not a single prop firm out there that's just for gold. So I thought, hey, as a gold trader that knows the industry like the back of his hand, with the connects with Aquafunded, I'm going to make the best prop firm for all of you. And that is where you can get from 2.5K accounts all the way up to 200K accounts. You can get instant funding, 1-step, 2-step, and you can also get trade now, pay later. We literally dropped this 2 days ago where you don't have to pay for an account until you have passed it, because the psychological side of trading is that if I bought the account, there's pressure. So once you buy an account of any size, you will get sent a free account which you can basically trade and you only have to pay for it once you pass it. But if you want to apply to join the Execution Room and learn the exact strategy, click the link below. I'm going to accept the next 25 people from this video. I don't accept everyone. And this is because I want to keep the group perfect. I want every single person in there to have the same mindset. Now, we are looking to launch Execution 2.0. I'm not going to talk too much, but it is just bigger and better than it is already. And there is so many testimonials and success stories already from the group. So if you want to apply the next 25 people from this video, click the link below, watch the video and book a call with me or the team. And I can't wait to see you on the inside. And for the Gold Vault, if you want to get yourself an account, also click the link below. I'm doing 55% off now with code Gunter. Get yourself a prop firm account where you can trade with the confidence knowing that you are actually going to get paid out. Now let's move on to number 6. Emotional. You treat this evaluation pass like a baby. You spent money on it and you want to treat it like a literal baby. Hug it, baby it, look after it, you know, just treat it like I don't want to lose this one. You're going to lose a funded account in your day. When it comes to emotions in trading, this is arguably one of the worst things. And this is probably going to be number 6, 7, and 8. You've got fear, the fear of losing, closing trades too early, or just moving your stop loss. You have overconfidence. This is one that most people don't talk about. Holding positions for way too long, moving your take profits, and just holding it thinking it's going to go to the moon or sink to the floor. And you end up probably hitting break even or just hitting stop loss. Revenge trading. Getting in positions just because you lost. Forgetting that you need to only take 2 or 3 positions max, but you decide to overtrade because you hit a stop loss and now you think I need to revenge the market, go super aggressive, up the risk, and guess what? That is like the main killer. The main killer in trading is revenge trading. And hopefulness, again, taking positions that are completely mediocre, like the most mid positions, just so you can say you took a position. There wasn't enough confirmation. You know it, and you knew in your heart that wasn't a position to take, but you decided to take it. Why? Just because you wanted to take a position. Number 8, I would say you were chasing a certain figure. When you get into trade and prop firms, you're probably used to seeing people's payouts like mine. You're seeing big 5-figure payouts. You start to chase figures. You want a 2.5K, 5K, 10K payout. And what happens is you chase these figures. Now, I've seen it firsthand with people I live with who are also funded traders. They want to get a 10K payout. They want to get a 15K payout. They are literally, let's say, $8,500 on their prop firm account. But they're chasing this 10K figure. When they get close to it, all of those emotions start to come in. They get greedy, they feel the pressure, they start rushing everything. And it literally demolishes what they had. I've seen on P&Ls literal mountains of just sheer discipline, trading, everything. And they get so close to hitting like $10K that it just does this. And like it does this. And then they have to accept like a 3K payout because they're like, well, I'm going to take something. And I just sit there like, what are you doing? Don't have this toxic figure. Like you're affirming to the universe, like it's separate. Like I need this 10K, I want this 10K, I want this 10K. Get to 8.5. Sometimes you need to actually sit there and ask yourself, am I happy with this? Like, am I in a position where this money is going to actually change my life? Well, not maybe change my life, but help me. You need to look at it a bit more logical. Now, I'm a very spiritual person, you know. I'm all about hitting these massive goals and being the identity of a 10, 20, 30K a month trader. But there's a time and place where you need to understand that to get to there, you need a little bit of something behind yourself. You know, if you've got like £3,000 to your name, you know, you've got a $5,000 payout sat there, but you're chasing this 10K one, I would take it. Take it. Get a bit more money behind yourself. It's going to give you a little bit more confidence. You're going to be less taboo about the fact that these accounts you have to buy. And trust me, it builds up confidence. I've seen firsthand with people I teach slowly grow. And I can guarantee you, with the confidence you get from the payouts, you are going to be able to get bigger and better payouts. Now, number 9, falling for the wrong prop firms. You're going for prop firms because they're cheaper. You're going for prop firms because your friend has recommended you them. You're going for prop firms because on face end, they look brilliant. You are being tricked. I would never want to work with a prop firm that is not going to pay you out. You know, I would never attach my personal brand to something which is going to hurt me. So that's why I work with Aquafunded. They've got this year alone over $5.5 million in payouts. And a lot of you watching this would have heard of them, you know. There's big prop firms out there that have been in the game for a while, but they charge higher ticket, which is good. That's fine. But it's all about finding the middle ground. You're not going to want to suffocate yourself by paying more just for the brand, but then you're also not going to want to drown yourself by going for a prop firm that no one's ever heard of because they're super duper cheap. Find the middle ground. And that is exactly where I like to sit with Aquafunded. And that's why I designed the Gold Vault, because it is the middle ground and it's very desirable for a good reason. There's no hidden rules that are going to catch you out. You know, it's all very straight on, all in front of you, and you know what you're signing up for. So when you're trying to look for a prop firm, understand that you need to go for one with a bit of background. There's something called the payout junction where you can see all of the prop firm payouts live from the day, from the week, from the month, from the year, and you can literally see how much that prop firm has paid out. Like I said, Aquafunded this year, $5,500, and you know, that is an insane amount of money to give away to traders because it is a reward for your hard work and dedication. So finding the right prop firm is one of the main things, because don't fall for the cheap accounts, and definitely don't pay high ticket just for the fact it's a big name. Last of all, be careful who you are mentored by. Now, there's so much information online on YouTube or on Instagram about this is my strategy, man. This is what I like to use, you know, this is what, and it's all good, right? At the start, I fell for that stuff as well. I was following all these crazy big traders and stuff, you know, using these super duper, incredibly hard strategies with indicators here and indicators there. It's faff. When you are starting out, or when you are looking to adapt or evolve and become a better trader, you need to do a background check on that person. You need to see the evidence, the proof, and everything you need to know about that person, you know. What I like to bring to my students is so much more than a strategy. Because if you didn't know, trading is 80% mindset and emotion and 20% skill. And some people would even say 90% and 10%. So in the execution room, it's not all about the strategy. Now, out of them 350 people, I would say 80% of them are probably mastered the strategy. And what they're leaning on now is more on me, on the mindset side of things, how to master the emotions, how to completely disattach from the market and the financial side of things. Because this is what got me to this position, you know? When you completely disattach, the success has no choice but to follow. When you affirm to the universe that no matter what, I am internally happy with this opportunity in front of me, because this opportunity is completely limitless. There is no roof to trading. You can make millions, tens of millions a day, or you can make £1. You can make as much as you fucking want. This is a skill, but not only a skill, a literal life-changing opportunity, because the person you become when you trade is who you want to become. The person I've become because of trading is how I've been able to become a multi-7-figure entrepreneur. So when you see these people with millions of followers who claim to be traders and they want to teach you a strategy, be careful. Because if they don't talk about mindset at all, you are digging yourself a fucking hole financially and your future. You know, you're going to be drilled this fucking strategy and they're not going to tell you the importance of the mindset behind it. So please, go back, watch this video, see the main 10 things, watch it over and over again, but they get more important as the video goes on. This is a great opportunity for you to actually learn off someone that knows what they're fucking talking about and that has a service that can actually help you. Now, there are so many different testimonials that I could show on the screen, people me doing interviews and stuff, but I leave it just for the people that join. There's also a free Discord that you can join where you can get a kind of taste of what's inside. In the free Discord, you'll get some free videos, a free bit of mindset, literally at 1%. Just at 1% because we're that good, I wouldn't want to give any more away because then what's the point? But I can guarantee you, once you join the execution room, if for the first 45 days when you join, you've watched all of the modules, you proved you watched all of the modules, you've done all of the mindset stuff, you can't get a position by yourself, enter a position and profit, I'll give you a full refund. But there has to be proof because I can guarantee you it ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I'm that confident. I can say it face to face. It's not gonna happen. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I'm so close to 10,000 subscribers. I'm so close to 160K on Instagram and I'm so close to 350K on TikTok. So I'm gonna leave all the links below. Give me a follow. I hope you've watched. I've been Gunter. Peace. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Let's go.